All right, man. So we just reacted to the Carter 6. Lil Wayne's The Carter 6 just dropped last night. I was trying to get on live last night and react to it, but honestly, I fell asleep. I did a live today, and they started cutting the live at about an hour and a half in. If you were live with me, then you seen about an hour and a half in, they start messing with it. I think we were at peanuts to an elephant. Oh my God. We were at peanuts to an elephant. They started cutting the stream. So I think we got through that one. And then we got through Maria. And then we cut the stream. I just didn't want to continue to go with it. So everybody said that this album was trash. Everybody. I'm talking about before I even got to it, I seen Shaq's video go up. He was like, yo, what is this album? I did a poll. We'll look at the poll. I did a poll and I asked people how they felt about the album before we got into the album. And everybody said it was trash. I went into the album saying, I'm not going to let other people's opinions sway my opinion. I'm not going to let them sway my opinion. I'm going to get into this album. I'm going to listen to it. And it's going to be way better for me because I'm an OG fan. I'm a real Wayne fan. Y'all ain't real Wayne fans. Y'all ain't listening to it the way I'm listening to it. I know it's just music, bro. Like, it's just music, but I'm disappointed. I can't help it, bro. I'm really thoroughly, highly disappointed in this album. And a lot of people are saying, you know, this has been Wayne. This has been Wayne for a while now. And I don't think I'll disagree with this type of rapping being Wayne. Like, he ain't really been talking about nothing for a minute. But I held out hope that he would dig deep into that Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3 brain and pull out something of a masterpiece for Carter 6. And I've been crediting Wayno for saying this, bro, because I was listening to his video, I think maybe like a week ago or so, where he was like, when you get to doing these series, you gotta stop it. You gotta cut it off at some point because the people's expectations are just gonna be to a level that you probably can't live up to. This should not have been called the Carter. No, absolutely not. This should not have been called the Carter. This is not the Carter. This is not even the Wayne I know. Now, I wanted to start off with King Carter and just King Carter, the intro to this song was such a strong intro. It felt regal. It felt like we were gonna be getting something to remember. Like, just there is not one replayable song on this album. Not one. Not one song that I want to go to and listen to. Even the Big X joint. That one is decent. We're going to get to that. But there's not one song on this album that I'm going to go to and say, you know what? Let me hear that one again. Let me know what that song is for you in the comments if you had it. My review of this album is, this is not the Carter. This is not the Wayne I know. This is not the Wayne that I wanted. This album is partially a rock album. And I said this before, I don't have any issues with rock music. I don't have any issues with blending sounds and giving us like this really experimental piece. But I feel like if it's the Carter, that's not what I'm expecting. I forgot the name of the album with Prom Queen and that whole kind of like rap rock era that Wayne went through. But if this was going to be something like that, preface that from the beginning, bro, and let me know so I know when I get into it, that's what this is going to be. So we get into Welcome to the Carter, a little decent sample. You got Bells, which is a Rock the Bell sample. Hip hop with Big X the Plug. Now, the joint Sharks with Jelly Roll and Big Sean might be the best song on the album. Big Sean washed Wayne on that. He just did. So shout out to Big Sean because Big Sean has been getting washed a lot lately. And Jelly Roll just kind of laid this really soulful sound that I really love from Jelly Roll. Like, I really like Jelly Roll. And I think it was a really dope, it was dope for him to reach out to them and get Jelly Roll on this album. I think this album could have benefited more from more features. there's barely any features on the album, and the features that we do get are from some artists that I'm not familiar with. Like we have features from Jay Jones, Cameron Carter, which is his son, Lil Novi. I don't know who that is. And then the features that we do have, like Big X the Plug. My gripe with hip hop, with the hook on that, is that Wayne overshadowed the hook, bro. Let Big X the Plug cook on the hook, bro. Let him cook on the hook. He didn't let him cook. There's so much Wayne on this album. There's too much Wayne. There's too much. Especially if it's not the Wayne that we want. You got Big X the Plug on the hook, and then you don't even let him do that. You just overshadowing the whole thing. At times, this album was audibly annoying. Like, I don't like, it's a combination of mumbling, auto-tune, and lyrical acrobatics that don't necessarily even make sense. And what I say is Wayne is a rapper, bro. I love Wayne as a rapper, and this album didn't show me that he can't rap. This album showed me that there was no direction, and it seemed like an accumulation of thoughts. Like, and I'm not like, obviously the album is an accumulation of thoughts, but an accumulation of random thoughts. There's no balance to the album. The album doesn't create a story. It doesn't take you on a ride. It's like, that sounds good, let's put that there. I think that sounds good, let's put that there. Ooh, and let's not forget the guitars. Where did the guitars come from? He had one joint on this album. I don't know if it's Island Holiday or whatever the West Coast joint is. Is it If I Play Guitar? I think it's If I Play Guitar. The West Coast joint, the beat is literally carrying that song. And then he comes out of nowhere with a crazy guitar sample. Not sample, a guitar riff out of nowhere. I'm just like, bro, what is this, man? If it's a rock album, it's a rock album. I'm not upset. I'm just irritated with this being in the Carter series. It does not belong in the Carter series. Written History, I think, is the most like Wayne, which is the last song on the album, is the most Wayne-esque song on the album. It kind of made me feel like, okay, this is the Wayne. This is him. This is the one, right? Still no replay value with Written History. The MGK and Kodak joint, Kodak to me don't even sound like Kodak on that song. Like I'm not a major Kodak fan. I definitely listen to Kodak's music, but he didn't sound like Kodak on that one to me. MGK gave him a hook. That's cool. This Wyclef Jean feature on Maria, which is covering Ave Maria. I gave a story about that. I really, really love Stevie Wonder's version of that. Wyclef sound like he recorded that in a completely different, like the entire album is just all over the place. It's just all over the place. And that's just my basic thoughts on the album itself. I don't know where Wayne goes from here. He's already lined up a tour, the Carter 6 tour. And the way people are talking about this album, I'm not sure if people are going to want to come out and see this album on tour. We might want to see songs from previous albums, but if you're pushing this as your tour is going to be the Carter 6, I don't really know if people really want to see that. And you can let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments. But I don't know where this leaves Wayne, because I hold Wayne in such high regard as an artist still, even after this album. Even after this album, I know Wayne is an elite lyricist. I know that. I think he needs help with direction in the same way he thought he should have gotten a Super Bowl but did nothing in the previous year to line himself up for the Super Bowl. Whoever the managing party is, he needs to change that immediately and get some sort of direction and focus. He's going into the studio and he just spitting. He just rapping. Punching in on every song. What was the name of the song? Wait, banned from NO. He didn't say nothing about being banned from NO. Like the names to the songs sometimes don't even match what he talking about. I don't know, man. I think you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. I'm a little. It's the album is all over the place. There's too much, almost too much Wayne, even with the features. And to say it's too much Wayne, I'm not saying he don't need to be rapping. I'm saying where you have help and features, let them do their job. You're not allowing them to do their job if you're on the hooks too. And too much damn auto-tune, bro. But this has been Wayne for a while. I don't know if we get anything. I hope it stops here. I hope the Carter 6 is the last Carter. And I was even holding out hope that maybe this is just we're gonna get a deluxe with some more better songs on it. But let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments, man. I had a whole thought that I would pull up songs and do all of that, but I ended up just talking to the camera. Let me know if y'all feel the same way, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys have not checked out the album reaction, make sure you guys go ahead and check that out as well. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.